Good morning, everyone. I'm Jean Séguin, President of Bombardier Aerostructures and Engineering Services. Today, I will highlight how we're leading the way, delivering on our plan and driving competitiveness through state-of-the-art technologies and amazing capabilities. So last year, we introduced you to Bombardier Aerostructures and Engineering Services. It's a business within Bombardier with incredible capabilities, and it has a proven track record of innovation in design and manufacturing. We presented some aggressive targets as we pledge a strong commitment to the transformation. And as you're going to see here today, we are delivering on our commitments. As with the rest of the business, we have developed robust transformation initiative across our foresight as we begin to rebuild the business. We've also created the condition and the culture to meet our targets for 2020. And with all of this, basically, we ensure that we're going to be the most advanced and competitive aerostructure manufacturer in the world. The execution of our 2016 transformation plan has driven our operational performance up and our entire cost base down. In 2016, we have achieved 100% of our working capital transformation saving targets, and we're also on track to meet our EBIT saving target as well. And we continue to leverage our amazing capability worldwide so that we can maximize on the expertise and the value proposition of our global footprint, which is going to lead significant recurring saving. 2016 also has been a busy year from a product development standpoint with major achievements. On the Global 7000, we've delivered cockpits, rear fuselage, horizontal stabilizers, electrical harnesses for the first 4 flight test vehicles. With one of our major external customers, Irkut, on the MC-21 program, we've delivered the nacelle also for their flight test vehicle. And on the Cseries, very busy about delivering cockpit, wings, half fuselage to support the ramp-up in Mirabel. So this year, I think we've needed to focus on creating the condition to execute on our plan, basically evaluating our manufacturing footprint, analyzing our capability, and starting the wheel in motion with our employees and with our supply chain to fully deploy the transformation. A plan which has started to yield not only cost saving, but a culture of competitiveness improvements throughout the organization. Revenue growth is still forecasted to reach $2.5 billion in 2020, as we presented here last year. And we also remain on track for 2020 to meet the guidance of 9 to 11%. In 2017, so next year, sales will grow by approximately 100 million over what they are this year. And through the transformation projects that we've put in place in 2016, we're now confident that we will increase our EBIT from 5.8% in 15 to 8% this year, and will reach over 8.5% in 2017. So our employees have been working really hard at executing the transformation. Their commitment reinforces our 2020 strategic roadmap and propel the business to the next phase, the next key phase, rebuild. So we are a world-class aerostructure and engineering business offering over 100 years of experience in the design and manufacture of complex structure. From the conception and design phase through testing and certification to the highest quality manufacturing, and finally, first-class aftermarket support. We have provided major structure for every Bombardier aircraft program since 1987. And using a multidisciplinary approach, we are a partner in technology development to our business and commercial aircraft businesses. And we continue to set the standard for new technology, both in the product we produce and the manufacturing technique that we apply. The C-Series composite wing is arguably a key contributor to the amazing competitive advantage this aircraft platform provides. So this wing incorporates cutting-edge composite technology, which was developed in our Belfast facility. We've used our patented resin transfer infusion process to build complex components of the wing, the panels and the spars. And we've taken the learning that from the C-Series development of the wing, and we're using the same technology on the Global 7000 horizontal stabilizer with amazing results. The Global 7000 horizontal stabilizer is 15% lighter and gives a 20 to 30% cost saving over its predecessor. So the learning that we've took from the C-Series and leveraging it on the Global 7000, therefore we've de-risked that program, the testing that we're doing in the certification program. The aft fuselage of the C-Series is produced in our Saint-Laurent facility in Montreal, where we use the most advanced robotic technology. So in both the wing, the aft fuselage, and the cockpit, we deliver a fully integrated structure. This means that all the system, the wiring are installed and tested, and as they're delivered to the final line in Mirabel, on time and at the highest quality standard. So when it arrives there, its integration to the final assembly is simplified, therefore reducing their cycle time. It contributes to the success of the C-Series program. It's ramped up for full production. This is one of the ways that we reduce our working capital, as Jim shown earlier. Our structure accounts for approximately 25% of the C-Series aircraft, 15% of the Global 7000. And by 2020, our external revenue will represent about 20% of our total revenue, the balance being inter-segment revenues. We also have over 40 years of experience in the design, development, manufacturing, and aftermarket support of advanced technology engine nacelles. So as engine technology progresses, so too must nacelle technology. And we continue to be at the forefront of that business as well. So as I said earlier, most recently, we delivered the first fully integrated nacelle for the new Irkut MC-21 aircraft. It's a program we're very proud to be on. And we've basically, by being involved, it allows us also to continue to develop our expertise and refine our product offering in this area. Others of nacelle customers include Rolls-Royce, GE, Airbus, AEI, and Pratt & Whitney. Last year, I told you that the certification authorities, when they came to Belfast, remarked that we had set the benchmark for the certification of a composite wing. Well, this year, one of these authorities, as they're seeking to refresh their certification processes and standards, they've come to us to support their studies. When the same authorities reviewed our advanced fiber placement composite processes in Saint-Laurent, they remarked how impressed they were with our multidisciplinary approach, whereby the design integrates characteristics of the manufacturing processes. Quite simply, one of the senior leaders said, "It's one of the best pieces of engineering I've seen." So I can't think of a better endorsement. So revenue growth over the next 5 years is driven by clearly identified programs, including the Global 7000, C-Series, MC-21, and aftermarket. So this growth is not dependent on market recovery, but rather supported by our backlog. Our growth is supported by new program ramp-up as C-Series continues its successful entry into service and as the Global 7000 progresses to the test program. But our aftermarket business is also a key contributor to our revenue growth. So today we support almost 2,000 aircraft in the aftermarket, both as a complement to Bombardier business aircraft and Bombardier commercial aircraft customer support network. But we also provide world-class aftermarket support to third parties, including other major OEMs and also directly to airlines. We offer a broad portfolio of component services on engine nacelle, thrust reversers, flight controls, landing gear, electrical wiring, and also Aerostructure. We continue to expand our offering by positioning ourselves to be a first-choice repair and overhaul center to support the Bombardier Smart Mart program, and to develop also capabilities to provide missionized aircraft solutions for Bombardier platform, and also adding capabilities in landing gear, hydraulics, structural repair solutions for Bombardier and third-party aircraft. So our plan is to grow 10% per year, which is slightly more than double the market rate. We have been driving our cost reduction plan in three key areas, as we outlined last year. We've developed a robust industrial strategy, which is focused on creating centers of excellence in each of our international facilities. And now we're basically deploying this strategy. So we're maximizing the use of our global footprint by allocating production packages to the site that are most suited for different type of work based on their expertise and their value proposition. So we're seeing great successes in each of our specialized facilities. I mentioned before that we're creating a competitiveness culture throughout the transformation. And one of the areas where it's really evident is in some of the value engineering projects that we've undertaken under the procurement efficiency. Of course, no, we're still using the typical approach to negotiate with our suppliers to reduce bill of material costs. But let's give you some example of what I mean by value engineering. Today we have focus team within our manufacturing, engineering, and procurement groups, and they're working with the suppliers, and they're evaluating what the suppliers do with the suppliers to identify potential saving in the way the parts themselves are being produced. With one supplier, our team have proposed a plan to increase the number of parts that would be produced from a sheet of titanium without increasing the amount of material, meaning that we now get 25% increase in part count per the sheet. So just this project alone has saved us over $500,000 a year. And this is just one of hundreds of projects that we've identified to improve our procurement efficiency. Another example is on the Cseries fuselage. So in the initial design, many of the components were in titanium. However, by refining our studies, our analysis, our testing, we were able to revert back to aluminum, which provide great cost saving. So not only are we improving our bottom line, but we're also developing a competitiveness culture within our supply chain, creating competition where there wasn't any before, challenging our suppliers to be our partner in our journey to competitiveness. We see a potential of 15% saving by 2020 in this area. Finally, reducing costs through labor efficiency. It's about challenging our level of productivity in order to improve year after year. It's also about applying continuous improvement processes, about applying lean manufacturing principles, and using our Achieving Excellence system. Through all of these initiatives, we will achieve 3 to 4% saving per year. So with these three areas of focus in place, we will achieve approximately $100 million of recurring saving by 2020, and we're confident with this that we'll deliver on the 9 to 11% EBIT margin by 2020. Last year when I came here with an ambitious 5-year plan to grow revenues substantially, to increase margin on all of the program, to certify and prepare production ramp up on the new program. So you now know that we've delivered on the first year of this 5-year journey. 2016 was a great year of achievements. And now that the transformation plan is well underway as we're rebuilding our business, our future looks bright as we rely on amazing capabilities, state-of-the-art technologies, world-class people and mindset, and a proven track record. So our confidence level is even higher on delivering this plan, and Bombardier Aerostructure and Engineering Services is leading the way by continuing to create competitive advantage through amazing Tier 1 capabilities. So thank you for your attention, and with this, I'll hand it over to David Khalil to talk about business aircraft. So David.